My time at Portia on Xbox. So we're gonna jump in here. As far as I'm aware, this game is not actually enhanced, but we are on the Xbox One X, if you're wondering about the performance and the actual gameplay itself in terms of how it runs. So if you're not familiar with this game, I like to compare it to somewhat of a 3D Harvest Moon title, in the sense that you're sort of able to farm and collect items from the environment and go into a lot of activities. Okay, this is generally my house. You're actually able to customize the environment and change things and edit up your little house area. When you start, it's actually all broken up and you have to fix the floorboards so that you get like a full rest and everything like that. Aside from the opening loading, it's mostly very quick in order to get between areas. You're not doing a ton of loading, but you will load if you're going into houses or if you are going into the mines. Cool, so this is the outside of my house. This is another area where you're actually able to customize the area further. You can place items down, you can extend your lot. A lot of the game is based around crafting. So right now I'm building a bridge, and this is going to open up my game to a new area. Here's the map. As you can see, it's actually a very large world. There's a whole city type area that's going on here. It's very interesting. And close ranch neighbors. There's romance options. There's lots of other characters. You can give gifts. You can do like rock, paper, scissors, and you can spar with them too. There's a calendar that's full of events. There's like a fishing thing that's going to be going on soon. There's different sort of festivities year round that you can take part in. You get missions from other characters in the game, things to do, tasks. Then there's like main tasks also. And then there's just like a large variety of items that you can build in order to do more things and more complex tasks, which is kind of neat. There's also a skill tree where you work up skills such as combat or gathering and then social. So for context, I did play this when it first came out. Well, actually, I think before it came out in Steam preview. So it's really cool to see what they've done with the game in regards to refining it for consoles, and it's running really well. So I got this selection of items in my inventory. I've been building these stone bricks, and they're going to allow me to basically build what I need for this thing. So bronze plates. Yeah, okay, so this is what I was doing. I gotta take the crafted things and then make bronze plate. Oh no, that's afterwards. I'm making copper pipes right now. I think I'm supposed to make copper pipes. Let's take a look at the assembly station. Bronze plates, stone bricks. Oh no, I just straight up need stone bricks. Okay, cool. So what's kind of weird in this one is you do actually have to physically place things in your kind of hands in order to do stuff. So we're gonna kind of do a quick item bar exchange of these items here. You can do like quick movement, sort of like Minecraft. As you can notice on the left, your character, you can also put equipment on, like like a hat and some rings for bonus attributes. There is actually like a bit of a combative element to this. And then you can move over with the D-pad in order to switch up what you have here. As you can see, I need to get more materials, which is why I'm building them right here. And then I'm going to build the bronze plates afterwards, and then I'll be able to complete this section of the bridge and then get on to the next segment. There's also a sort of growing system, and that's what this is. And believe it or not, I'm not terribly far, I guess, in terms of like what you can do in this, because there is all these other segments. It is quite a large game, and even though it may not seem like I'm far, I've actually played a ton of hours of this so far. You don't necessarily have to do anything. You get these sort of like vague missions. I've also got upgraded kind of equipment, if you've been curious, because this is like a second tier, and then you can actually expand your territory and unlock and expand your workshop, and you get better things and access to better materials. Like I can't cut these trees, but you can kick them and you get like things like I need cocoon stuff. What we got on the bottom here? Royal honey. I don't really need that, but I can sell it at the market, which is cool. But I need the cocoon stuff so that I can make a fishing rod again, which I don't believe I have at this moment. Okay, 2 pieces, good. So I can make that, sick. And there's like a combative element to it. I've got my practice sword. You can like attack llamas if you want. and do combative things. But yeah, that's the bridge over there. I've just started it. Oh, cool. I got a level up going on here. And then I'm able to actually, you know, improve one of my skills, which tree kicking. I don't know if that's helpful. Increases workshop points after completion. I think I'm gonna go for this one. Although I think I need one more for that in order to unlock the second tier of items. So yeah, you're basically cutting things down and then you're collecting items. I did have a fishing rod before, but sadly I gave it to somebody to complete a quest, which was kind of silly. So there's a stamina bar, as you can see, but it doesn't affect running, which is kind of, or not running, but hopping while running, so that's neat. There's also like rolling, lots of characters you can meet, and again you can do like, you can go on dates and stuff, and there's a whole romance thing. You can gift them things where you can play like rock, paper, scissors, which I guess we could do. There you go. I can't play it here. Never mind. I guess I can't do it. I'm a liar. And then there's all these shops that you can buy stuff, but you can play rock, paper, scissors. It's just this area they're not allowing me to do so. And then you can sell stuff. Resin, I might need. Abandoned loot. I don't know if I need that or not. I do want that. I had something else to sell. You just collect a lot of like garbage stuff. Like I'm gonna show off the mining later on, but yeah, you go to this mining segment and then you're able to collect all these old relics, and then you can bring it to the lady over here, and you get stuff repaired, and you can discover old things from the past because there's like a sense of ruins and everything within the world, which is really cool. And I think it's just a nice sort of relaxing, lovely type of game. Day-night cycles. It's a very fleshed out world. There's a great draw distance in this one. You really do get a sense of scale to it. And the grass pop-in is really good. You don't really notice it. See, there's like one of the events here, and they do like, I think fireside town meetings they call it or something. I don't know. Anyways, as you can see, it renders quite well. And grass pop-in usually drives me nuts, so it's nice to see that it actually looks good in this one. And there's a lot of characters to meet. There's a lot of trees to kind of cut down, and stuff comes back and everything like that. It's, you know, a lot of dynamics to it, a lot of characters to come across and interact with, things to do, activities to take part in. Yeah, okay. And you do kind of, there's like certain cinematic segments and like little minor dialogue choices. You get to completely customize your character. There's a lot of different options for choosing like the face and the look and everything like that. So I guess that's kind of nice. We're going to let the things grow a bit. I suppose before we jump into the mines, I should show off, I don't know, inside of a building, just so you get an idea of what it's like. There's the town hall and the selling stuff. What's really cool is they add like a shortcut in case you don't want to go inside to a lot of the buildings, so that you just do your shopping. So I think that's kind of nice. It's also a good way to show off the loading. It does take, you know, a little bit, but I think it's fairly reasonable considering the, you know, the content stuff that's going on. It's one of the quicker, smaller areas. And again, you get to live that kind of life where you're doing crop things, you're growing stuff, you're building out your. It's not really a farm. You're more like a workshop person, but it's just I like to make that comparison because I think it's a little easier, you know, kind of with the Harvest Moon style, just because I get that vibe from this really well, just with a little bit more of a conflict to it, just because you can, you know, like kill animals and stuff and harvest that, and maybe a little bit darker. I don't know. I think it's just kind of a fun, easy thing. And there's a whole opening segment. I don't really remember that from the PC version from when I played, but you got your Pa's old handbook and workbench, and you've got to build your way up. And there's just like a lot going on, you know. You build your own farm, grow crops, raise animals, and convert the empty woodland around, and I don't know, just kind of build up your area. But I think, how much inventory space do I have? Okay, I gotta go to the farm first, then we're gonna go to the mine. And you do actually have to sleep to save the game, just so you know. There's hidden chests you can find too that have stuff, so that's kind of helpful. Yeah, I just need to drop things off in my the chests that I've had here. But you really do get to personalize this and kind of create your own little thing. And it's just a nice, calming game that you could possibly sink countless hours into. Oh, I think at 5, I get to hand that in to the person. But yeah, you just like, I actually have to, I think I have to set a hard limit review-wise for time I could put into this one, because I'm just going to get completely carried away by how fun this is. It's just really, really enjoyable. And I need copper bar, so I need to get copper bar going on. Oh look, I finished the thing here. I thought I had chosen just enough. Did I not? Did I have more sitting here somewhere? Let me just take a look. Yeah, okay. Good, and I think that finishes that off. Sorry, wrong button. And now I just need the 5 copper plates, which I think is 15 bronze bars. If my math is right, I might be crazy. Oh yeah, you can only do so many at a time. Anyways, we'll get 10 going. I know I wanted to do the fishing rod, but, you know, we'll have to do what we'll have to do, right? How is the process on this? One day, yeah. Because I do want to get that quest done. I was kind of being lazy on that. Because you have to, in order to cut certain trees to get certain types of wood, you have to actually, you know, get the right tool. That's why I have the powerful kind of bronze. Well, they're not powerful, but, you know, they're a step up. I had to get like an upgrade kit and everything for it in order to do stuff. So here's the mining thing. You kind of pay like a weekly thing, and then you can pay more if you kind of went right through the mining area. There's obviously the stamina system that is present. You can only do so much in a day, but you can eat, you know, food and stuff, or consume certain materials in order to extend your ability to handle situations and go further. And then obviously there's the skill trees. So the mining's kind of a big part of this. You get a completely, I guess you could say maybe perhaps a voxel type environment for you to completely mine in. And we're going to explore that soon. So you go to LT here, and you get into a bit of a like a mining system. And then we look, it's like, where's the close one? This one's pretty close. And I believe I should have a hole somewhere here, because I was digging. I don't know, it doesn't matter. You can also notice right away that there's certain veins of minerals that's available. See, we're looking for like copper there. But we're going to dig down and we're going to get this. I will mention that you can dynamically dig, so you can really just like break down this whole area looking for items. You can fast travel to the start by going to your map and then pressing X. So I collected another data disk and the thinking can piece 3. So you kind of get parts of stuff and then you're able to build it. But anywhere you look, that's where you're actually going to be placing your mining pickaxe. Just so you're, in case you're wondering, it's like, am I going to be digging straight? No, that's not quite how it works. And then you get a lot of minerals and materials, because you're going to need that in order to build things, right? You know, you got to get the bars made, the copper bars, and you got to be able to build things. I think that's another clock. I might just sell that because I already have one. But you're just collecting old artifacts from a time long forgotten, which I think is maybe our time. I'm sure there's some kind of like mysterious sort of plot to it. But again, you don't have to do anything in this. You can just kind of, you know, like you should play the start of it, like the missions, so that you get a handling of what the game is. But the game is really an open by design concept. It's like, here's a loose mission you need to work towards. Now, you know, good luck sort of working towards that and reaching that particular target that you've been given. And I think that works really well for this game, just because it is something that's different, and it has so many different things you can do in this. And I mean, you get to level up, doing whatever your playstyle is, and you get to customize your home. Okay, I guess we gotta move up a bit. And you know, there's like culinary stuff and mini games, and just there's a lot to take in and experience. Eyeglass, nice. How much inventory space do I have? A little bit more. Let's see what else we can find here. I might actually just pass out from exhaustion today to get the achievement for that, because that is something I wanted to kind of work towards. Yeah, work towards not sleeping so I get an achievement, but you know what I mean. Getting old parts, those are good. Yeah, because you know, you got to get materials for the right situations, and you end up with a lot of stuff, so you got to make some chests in order to hold things. And it just, yeah, it might seem like a lot to take in initially, but you know, it is a lot of fun to play. I've had a great time with it. I guess I could show off the return to the entrance X there, and you're able to quickly do a swift return over here, and then we can exit the place and hopefully get our bounties worth, because it is quite costly to actually go down into the mines. So you need to get your return on investment in regards to like pushing yourself forward and continuously moving along. I guess it's literally described as a charming post-apocalyptic land, so you know, my assumption's kind of right there, I suppose. And then we could go up here, and it's like a nice city. Yeah, some people only work during certain hours, so that's a factor too in this. Is that Gust guy? Oh my, he's so annoying. I keep mixing him up with the neighbor for some reason. You just kind of see the hair going back there, but whatever. I don't know, it's just a really large, cool area to explore. There's a lot going on. You know, a lot of people, weird animals, so many neat things. And it's fun. Again, I know I keep saying that, but I really am enjoying this. What did I get in the chest? 2 marble. Oh, wow. Yeah, some chests are more bountiful than others, but it looks like everyone's really going away for the night. Oh, I've never met this person. Yeah, I don't want to be creepy. Anyways, let's head back to base. I guess we could have gone the other way, but whatever. And again, it's a very large map. There's a lot going on in it. And you get a lot of depth. The menus are very easy to understand. I'm sure it does. No, I don't want to play rock, paper, scissors or anything. I need to get back home so I can kind of sort things out and see if any items are finished. I'm very dedicated to, you know, getting my crops all handled and sorted and everything like that. Well, I'm not really growing crops. I'm kind of like growing, like, you know, well, wheat is a crop, so 1 bar is done. That's depressing. Thought that would be more further along at this point. I guess this one's kind of empty. I'm gonna take all the discs with me. That way, yeah, I got 8, so I can at least get, you know, 1 move in. I want to sell the clock. Yeah. Or should I have another clock in my house? I guess I could show the placement system. That would make sense. And you see that's like 1 of 4 parts, so I actually have to get all of the things in order to be able to build that. Sometimes a hassle, but I guess that's some of the part of the experience is actually, you know, spending the time collecting things and doing stuff. I'd say there's a lot of complexity to the title. There's a lot going on. You really get to kind of have the farm, the sort of experience that you want to have with the game. Oh, I forgot to put those silly leg things away. See what I'm saying? This is the hotbar inventory thing. That's weird. Anyways, let's get that exchanged there. And we'll do a quick slot of the small clock, because you know you can't have enough clocks. You always got to know what time it is. And then you see on the wall you're actually able to place it in certain spots. I kind of wanted to put it against here, but that thing's there. Can I move it down? Maybe it would be kind of good in that spot. Yeah, there we go. And then we got a small clock. Oh, you can turn the fans on or off. You can change the colors. There's a whole pigment section. So this is actually present with your character customizer too, where you can really adjust the colors and everything like that. And yeah, it's kind of a neat system, at least I think so, in terms of like personalization. But we are going to try to tire ourselves out so that we do pass out. So we're going to go and explore just a little bit of the world, just to give you a further sense of what actually is present here. Again, very large scale game, tons to do. Lots of fun to be had, and I definitely think it's worth checking out. I really enjoyed this title when I first saw it, and I was like, this is what I've been looking for. And now to see it running so perfectly fine on consoles, I'm very, very happy about that, because I do think it's a really well designed game. It's one of the more you know, just like a casual enjoyment. We don't really get a whole lot like this. Oh no. Snail bobs. I mean, like, the combat isn't super dynamic, but it's cool. This one's a little bit tougher. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Get that meat, we could go sell it. But here's the beach area, and I know it's not too thrilling at nighttime, but you know, something to check out. And just kind of gives you an idea of the world too. Different times of day, you can see all the little houses and stuff, and then of course the new lands. That's the whole point of what I'm doing in regards to the bridge, is I'm trying to be able to you know, get out there and visit a new location, right? So you can move on to the next segment. And you could probably roll through it fast, or you could just take your time. What you do in Portia is entirely up to you.